Hey guys, it's M4J here, and welcome back to M4J Logistics here on Euro Truck Simulator 2. Last time out we did a nice little delivery run. I think we finished in Metz in France, and we started in Luxembourg City. It was all very nice, all very lovely. Something's happened since the last episode. I think the game has updated, and I just got a message came up when I loaded it up just now saying that all current deliveries have been cancelled, and then my truck has been moved to a safe location if necessary. I just had a look at the world map, and it's plonked me back in London. But I don't see this as a bad thing, because in London, I just had a quick look, there is a job to deliver to Calais. We might as well take this job, or see if there's another slightly higher paying job. Spoiler alert, there isn't. We're going to take this job here to Calais because it gets us into France again, which is kind of where I was wanting to go today anyway. So we went down into southern France here. Oh, it might have been Dijon. Actually, we went past Metz, we delivered to Dijon. That's right, because I made mustard jokes. So now I want to go up to Calais, and then perhaps next time either go to Lille, Brussels, or Paris. So I'm going to set this as our GPS destination, and we're going to go do this delivery. I think I might have also messed up the sound settings on the last episode. I can't remember if that was the case or not. Whoops. Press Shift Tab for some reason. I don't know what happened there. All I did was press Shift to go into forward. Yeah, I've recorded a lot of videos over the last couple of weeks. I'm going to crash. Reverse a second, and I messed up the sound settings on some of those videos, but not all of them, and I think Euro Truck was one of the ones that I messed up the sound settings on. So if that was the case, then I apologise. Hopefully this week I've got it correct, but even if not, as long as you can hear my dulcet tones, that's all you really care about, isn't it? Alright, I've got to remember we're in England again, so I've got to drive on the left. Oh, this is not a good start, is it? Oh my days. Yeah, driving with an analog stick I thought was going to be a lot easier than this. Might need to turn force feedback on. I'm going to nip through here quickly before that car comes past. There we go. Right. So yeah, I want to do the Calais job. That sounds like a good name of a film. It's 3 hours 33 minutes. We're getting £29.23 a mile, which isn't the worst thing in the world. Pays the bills. We're up to £53,000 now, so we're doing well, on track to meet our goals, to be able to pay for the new office and everything like that. First of all, pay off our loan, of course. Alright, I need to reverse. Start facing slightly to the left, and I couple up to this trailer. Something a bit like this. Beautiful stuff. Right. There we are. And we are away. 3 hours and 33 minutes from our final destination in Calais. Now the good thing about going to Calais is we get to ride on the Le Shuttle service. For those of you that don't know, a Le Shuttle is the worst name ever. It literally means the shuttle, but it's a railway, or it's a train, that can take buses, coaches, lorries, cars, anything you can think of, between Folkestone and Calais. It's awesome. I've never ridden it in real life. I have been through the Channel Tunnel, which is what this uses, but I've never been on the Le Shuttle. So I'm really eager to see what it looks like. I've seen it in videos, both real life and in this game, but to actually experience it, the game version of it myself, that'd be kind of cool. So looking forward to that. I am really speeding. I've got to remember, this isn't GTA. I've not even been playing GTA recently. I don't know what's come over me. I'm just a guy who likes to get from A to B as fast as possible, it seems. Right, won't drive outside the bounds of the map. Recruitment agency and a truck dealership, that's all very nice and handy. I wouldn't mind hiring our first staff from where our head office is based, but I'm also not against the idea of hiring people from wherever I happen to be. You jerk. You all saw that, right? He cut me up, and he flipped me the bird. Okay, where's my cruise control? There we are. Now I'm trying to flip the truck here as I swerve around here at 30 miles an hour. Way too fast, really, for this road, but there we are. Yeah, driving left-hand drive on a left-hand side of the road. Tricky, should we say? It's on the tricky side. I need to speed up a little bit here. This is so slow. This is what driving around London is like. 30 miles an hour and traffic jams everywhere. Oh, swapping lanes. That's what I get when I'm reading messages whilst driving. Never a good idea. I don't do this in real life, by the way. I don't read text and drive at the same time. God, no. I'm not that stupid. Only when I'm doing it in a game and no one dies. Go on, 50 miles an hour. There we go. Speed up a little bit. And I'll slow down again. It's great having a retarder in your truck. Through London again. What's going on? I'll slow down before the speed camera, which is right here, so we're A-OK. Someone give me a shout if the speed limit goes up again. Doesn't look like it is. Oh man, this is dull and boring. Who would want to drive around London voluntarily? There's a perfectly good rail system. Alright, national speed limit signs. Preemptively accelerate. So I think we're heading south. It looks like we're heading straight down to where we need to be. We've got Felix Stowe off to the left, not to be confused with Folkestone. Who would do a thing like that? Not me. Never me. 60. Alright, we are away. 2 hours 52 minutes left to go. We're going to fly there now. No problem at all. So this truck doesn't try and pull out in front of us. Don't you dare, truckie. Truck Drivers Union, am I right? Alrighty, so topic of this episode, still no idea, or no ideas I should say, from you guys, which is fine, nothing necessarily wrong with that. Oh, I just realised we're on the M2, this is the Medway Viaduct, very nice, very pretty, driven over this many a time in the past. Got high speed one just off to our left there. I doubt we'll see a train, I don't think they've modeled the trains in the game. Might have done, might surprise me. But yeah, no ideas yet from the audience. So if anyone has any conversation topics, things they'd like to see me discuss or hear me discuss whilst I'm driving, feel free to drop them in the comments down below, or head over to the M4J Logistics chat on Discord and post some ideas there. Anything like that is absolutely fine. It just gives me something to chat about whilst I'm driving. For now though, I suppose I could reminisce a little bit. I'm quite familiar with this road and the railway next to it. For 3 years, my brother went to uni in Canterbury. Get it right this time. Went to uni in Canterbury, so I used to go down and visit him a fair bit. And I've driven down. I've taken the train down. It's quite a nice journey. High Speed 1 is brilliant. It's one of the reasons why I want High Speed 2 to go ahead, is because it's so comforting. It's quite convenient that Canterbury happened to be served by the Javelins. So even though Canterbury West isn't on High Speed 1, the train branches off High Speed 1 at Ashford and heads down to Canterbury. So it's literally, from where I live, get the train to King's Cross, do the 30-second walk to St Pancras, and then hop on the train to Dover, I think it was. And, you know, it stops at Stratford, it stops at Ebbsfleet, it stops at Ashford, and then it stops at Canterbury. And then I'm, you know, where I need to be. The whole journey from my house to Canterbury West Station took about an hour and a half. Sometimes I was sitting waiting at St Pancras for the train, but not always, because I tried to time it so that I would just get the first train from where I live into King's Cross. That meant I had the smallest wait time at St Pancras. Sometimes it was a dash to the train, sometimes it was a nice casual stroll, but it was a really nice journey to make. Much better than driving, because driving, you have to go across probably the worst bit of the M25, or the worst bits. You have to go through, I think it's through Enfield, where the M11 roughly starts and stops, and the A10 joins up. That's always heavily congested. Then you've got the Dartford crossing, that's always heavily congested. And then you've got a few other loan installments. That's fine. If it charges me automatically, then, you know, I can keep ahead of things rather than have to remember to pay it myself. Yeah, the Dartford crossing is always bad. The junction with the M2, for some reason there's two slip roads. There's like a roundabout and then there's, oh god, this thing was going. Sorry. Actually the camera's there. Why are you buzzing me early? I'm slowing down, for crying out loud. What was I saying? Yeah, for some reason the M2-M25 junction has two slip roads. And there's like a roundabout that connects some of it, and then there's a flyover that connects the rest of it. I'm not really sure why they've done that. If the roundabout wasn't good enough, they'd just replace it with a flyover, or vice versa. Don't build both, because then you get two lots of queues instead of one. And it is a nightmare, especially during rush hour. You try and drive back past Dartford in rush hour, you've got no chance. You might as well walk home, you get there quicker. Alright, 2 hours to go, give or take. Got stuck in this red light. Come on! Is it the shuttle? I think we're getting the ferry actually by the looks of things. Oh, I bigged it up. Now we're getting on a stupid boat. Might as well drive it manually for this bit. So yeah, getting the train was so much nicer down to Canterbury. They're clean, they're fast, they're comfortable. Very pleasant journey. Even now, if I went to RTX down in Excel last year, and I insisted that we, instead of going the long way round to the DLR, if we just took the train to King's Cross as normal, took the Javelin one stop to Stratford International, and then took the DLR from there, it would be a lot more pleasant. And it is, because you get on the DLR while there's still seats available, so you get a nice seat. Plus you get to Stratford from King's Cross a hell of a lot faster than you would anything else. And the great thing about just going to Stratford is you can get on the first train that's leaving St Pancras. It will always stop at Stratford. Assuming it's not a Eurostar, of course, but then you need your passport and everything for that, which makes it a minor inconvenience. It's just such a convenient journey. And imagine in the future, you could just hop on any train leaving Euston from the high-speed platforms, and it will take you to Birmingham, or it will take you to West Midlands Parkway. I keep calling it East Midlands Parkway already exists, and it's not that convenient from what I've heard. It's a matter of convenience. It'll cost a lot of money and it'll take some time, but the convenience at the end of it will be so worth it, in my opinion. Don't hit me. hit me, don't hit me. Alright, so I think I have to drive out onto the ferry. Yeah, drive onto the ferry. I hope I don't have to park askew. There we go. Right, so I am going to Calais. 339 quid. You probably didn't hear a word of what I just said because that foghorn was incredibly loud. And now we are back in Francais. Oui, oui. Now I've got to remember to drive on the right hand side of the road. Easier said than done. It's always a bit of a culture shock that when you drive off the boat, you've got to remember which side of the road you're on. So I'm guessing go up here and then turn left. God, can you imagine having to do this in real life? You've got a truck that weighs an absolute ton. You've got to either hold it in gear or get the pull away without it rolling backwards. We are 2 miles and 10 minutes away from our destination. So it's a quick episode this time around. Very quick episode. I was actually expecting it to be a little bit longer than this, but I'm not complaining. Ow, that was the curve. Come on, come on, we're almost there. 50 kilometre. What's 50 in French again? 5 is 5. I need to look that up actually. Is it? No, hang on. Because some of them, you got like 80, which is 80. So I think you are literally saying 4 lots of 20. You say 80. It's French is complicated. French is really complicated. So whatever 50 is in French. 31 miles an hour, that's all I need to know. That's what the truck goes in. I don't think I've ever seen a French police car before. I've only been to France like 4 times, 5 times? 5 times. I think 5 times. I've never seen a French police car before. I've seen plenty of gendarmes, but never a gendarme voiture. I probably shouldn't be speaking French. I don't want to offend anyone. I got an A star in my French speaking. I say that every opportunity I get, believe me. But my French has declined rapidly since then. Alright, we'll do the medium delivery just to get it done. And park. Alrighty, we are done. 3 hours 25, so we came in under time. We didn't get that much money for it. It's a bit of a shame. So next time out, if we look at the freight market, we're currently in Calais, and we can go to Liège, where I think we've already been. No, we haven't yet been to Liège, so we might do the Liège job, because it's probably one of the highest paying. Yeah, 6,775. That's a lot. Or we can go back to Felixstowe. That pays a lot of money. Plus it gives us some perks here. High value cargo and fragile cargo. Oh, maybe not fragile cargo then. Maybe not that one. This one though, because it's a very important delivery. So we should probably knock that one off. Gets a nice little bonus from that. We shall see. We'll make the decision next time. But until then, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. And of course, if you're enjoying the series, drop some comments down below, like I said, with ideas for conversation topics and all that good stuff. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. And until next time, I will see you soon.